Well, it's that time again. Welcome to the World Doom League Summer 2020 Week 2 double-header broadcast for the first time since the league has started. We're broadcasting two games. The first one will be Ties Only Fans against Rip and Tear. I am Xenaero, and I'm joined by my co-host for this game, KBlair. How you doing, KBlair?
Doing good, doing good. This game is sure to impress this week.
I would certainly say so. We have Rip and Tear, who came off a 3-round loss in week 1 against the Boomstick Warriors, who we'll see later tonight. And Ty's Only Fans, captained by Ty himself, are coming off a 2-round win against the Demon Slayers in week 1. Why don't you run us through the teams real quick?
Sure, yeah. Ty's Only Fans in week 1 had a terrific showing. They looked really dominant on a map that was really played to their strengths. Even though it took 30 minutes, it was a dominant showing. Ed and Ty they combined for 5 caps. Daston himself had 5 caps. But Rip and Tear, they're a better matchup for Ty's Only Fans. They're really good. I just played them. They're really good. And it's going to be the question of whether Ty will be able to establish dominance still in week 2. So let's take a look at the teams here. I'm going to start with Ty's Only Fans. So Ty is the captain of Ty's Only Fans. He's very defensive minded, but he is a CTF veteran. Like, this guy has been at it for as long as anybody. He knows what it takes to win games. A lot of people say that he's Ty leaves D. That's a big meme around here. But I mean, he is very smart with decision making. Don't let the memes fool you guys. Hey Nick, Xenaero, why don't you tell us about Daston?
So Daston ran in week 1, scoring 5 captures. If he is their choice offensive player, he'll be going up against some pretty strong defense. Chain and Stall were very strong classic defense players in IDL, the precursor to WDL, and they have shown that they can still maintain that fragging power. Stallion in particular had a kind of a ridiculous start to the season last week with 280 frags
Woo!
against their opponent. It was kind of disgusting.
Spicy.
He can definitely still act like a turret. So Daston has his work cut out for him on a map like this, where controlling the sphere is critical. We've seen in games already past this week, where we'll switch over to recap to show the results of week 1, showing that on a slugfest map, pretty much everybody on blue had a measure of success, including Ty's Only Fans. Now, a big the linchpin of this map will definitely be the Soul Sphere in the middle, which grants you 100 health and is a very timeable item. Every 30 seconds, it will respawn. Unlike Quake, it is not dependent on how much health the previous pickup actually has. So moving on into Rip and Tear. Thanks, Rax, for that. So Stallion, we're expecting to see him play a more base defense, allowing his runners room to work, so they don't have to fall back all the time and allow pressure to kind of come to them. We're looking to see Rip and Tear sort of be the first step forward in the fencing match between these two teams. Chain encountered a lot of flack for his stat line of 168 frags, but he also had 3rd highest damage in the entire match between the two teams in week 1, showing that he was able to make good decisions, make good priorities on his targets, allowing his runner room to work. Chain will have to kind of up the ante this time and not have grazing blows, but instead spawn frags to allow his runner time to get out. And then we have Shane. He might be starting this game, from what we've been seeing in practice, they've been rotating both Shane and AVC out. So the pressure is on Rip and Tear, I think, this game to kind of pick who they want to support and try to maintain that rhythm through the rounds of the match. What do you think, Blair?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen so far, like they've put the work in this week, and it definitely shows. They've been playing with such an authority, such a confidence, like walking around with such a swagger. They're going down, they're going down mid, all three, and just not caring who's behind. They don't care. They're gonna grab your flag, they're gonna get out, and they're gonna deal with that later. They're just, it's gonna be hard for Ty's Only fans to deal with that.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Ty's Only fans to control the map if Rip and Tear's players are allowed to establish that frag might at mid. Controlling the spear is critical. It's something that Xandronum base players have a little bit of an easier time doing. And Ty's Only fans has a lot of experience in Xandronum based leagues. Now, can they put that to their favor going ahead? Well, we'll see. But the betting odds, as of a couple hours ago, are heavily in favor of Rip and Tear. We run a betting bot on our World Doom League server, and so far it's almost a 2-to-1 ratio in favor of Rip and Tear.
Unfortunately, that was a few hours ago, and how the betting, which by the way, if you do !WD on the chat, you will find our bet bot, and you can place your own. Well, actually, you can. The bets are just locked, but you can place the bet for my game, which I'm going to win, so you should bet on me.
Woo wait.
The line now is 2.27 to 1. The favorite is actually Ty's Only fans now. So that's what the community thinks.
So we had a couple last second bets in favor of Rip and Tear. Oh wait, what's this all about? Am I reading this wrong?
Yeah, it looks like Ty's Only fans is actually favored now. I was
looking at the decimal odds. Okay. But we should be seeing that game get underway here in a moment. So this map, if you had caught our week 1 broadcast, but not any of the week 2 games, do a quick run around the map. See what server they're in. They're in this one. And we have players starting to file in. Now, this map is a lot more conservative, a lot more finesse going into this map. With the main base, you have kind of a lower entrance triggered by a door switch here. Can run underneath through the lava into the opposing teleporter back into your base. That's something we've seen a lot in practice, but not so much during the games so far this week. We have an upper area with one spawn on the chain gun overlooking the Soul Sphere podium. That's going to be kind of the point of contention through the whole map, apart from the flag stands leading into the other base. Now, this staircase has been pretty strongly utilized by a lot of runners, going back and forth between the upper and lower areas of mid. In addition to that, we also have these lifts on both bases. They can only be triggered from the outside, so a runner could get in, but to get out, they'll need support from their mid partner. So there's a lot of opportunity for teamwork to happen here on the map, and we're waiting for... Rip and Tear is in and on their blue-side team, looking for TOF as they file in now. A little alt-tabbing here. My mic is way low. Okay. How about now, Rude? Lean a little bit further in, as I probably should do.
Gotta get all them sounds. All them
Gotta get
sounds.
Every last decibel into the microphone. Now, we'll be having another game after this one. So we're kind of doing a two-part broadcast. And I do not have a pop filter yet, but we might have to invest in one if we continue doing casts this season.
Yeah, I tried to look for one, but like they're all like sold out. I think everybody started podcasts because of COVID or something.
Looks like we're waiting for the timer to run down. And we learned something new about Twitch the other day. We're having to run ads at strategic places. So if you don't have an ad blocker, you're probably going to see an ad during garbage time, or a little in-house phrase for not game time, or if a team is getting blown out. We don't want to miss anything important, so we're running ads at particular times in order to make sure that we're able to get you the highest quality content. Now, in that !WDL command, we have a link to our YouTube. We upload the VODs there afterwards, which are uninterrupted by ads. We're winding down on this match. I believe we'll be getting underway here shortly. Some players are disconnecting to record their demos. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Sunday. For those who are not familiar with the World Doom League format, it is a 3v3 capture the flag league. 10 minutes per round, best of 3 rounds with a 5 flag limit. So either 5 flags or 10 minutes, whichever happens first. Teams who win outright in 2 rounds get 4 points. A 3-round victory is 3 points. A tie is 2 points for both teams, and a 3-round loss is 1 point. A two-round loss is 0. Waiting for both teams to be ready, and they will be call voting a restart.
Any second here.
Any second. Reading the backlog in the console here for a second, trying to figure out if there's anything important happening. As our codecaster Blair here is going to be playing on the next game. We don't want to keep him too long. But that's what he signed up for.
I will be dipping out of this broadcast as soon as this ends, and you'll be greeted with another cheery co-commentator, Human Bones.
Yeah, Human Bones, who has been on a couple of our broadcasts before, will be returning to help me out during the second part of the doubleheader.
Great guy.
Great guy who also won this week's game in 2 rounds. So the Panthers are doing pretty good for themselves going into week 3.
Yeah, those 4-point victories, man, they're potent. It's the dream of every captain to go up a lot in points early and then just phone it in.
Yeah, if they're able to. Now we gotta call vote on restart. And we'll be getting underway with round 1 of TUF versus RIP. Tough versus Rip. And the match is starting. We're going to be watching Ty, Team Captain Ty, out to mid. No one's taking the Soul Sphere yet. TUF has the Sphere, but ABC got behind all members of Red and is out to mid with the flag. Dodging the defenders and sliding that flag right across for the first touch and capture of the game. Very slick from ABC. Tai trying to get out to mid, can't make it, gets gunned down. Both teams having to reset. Sphere is coming up. Looks like Shane grabbed it. But he is gunned down before he can make use of that extra health. Dastin didn't get very far with that one. ABC trying to make it out upper, but simply can't get past 2 defenders. They definitely have an early advantage, scoring in under a minute.
Yeah, they can afford to sit back, but not get spawn camped, hopefully.
Ed, not very far with that. ABC also gets rocked, and there's a mutual return. Dastin, no immediate defender to answer him except on the staircase. Ed gets a little touch in there. Now we've seen in Best Ever's week opener game that the sphere is extremely important to control. So we're looking on teams to fight over the sphere a lot more, time it a lot better. Communication is very much key in a map like this, where you don't have a line of sight to all angles. Dastin, the touch, going upper, low health, can't make it around that corner in time.
See, we're very defensive right now.
Most of Rip and Tear is kind of pinned in their base.
Wow.
Allowing 2F to push up and grab the sphere. 2F with a touch just kind of keeps them occupied as they establish presence over mid with Ed. 85 health, going underneath. There's someone waiting for him. And that just didn't work out well for Ed, although he made it past that door. There was a defender in that hallway waiting. Dastin trying to make it out to mid. There's a pickup. Ed with 1 health. Not enough. All 3 defenders on him. You can have those spawns. You have those spawn frags, but you're hard pressed to make it past a whole bunch of people on your back.
Yeah, it's still 3 people with shotguns.
Thanks to Capo Decima for the tier 2 sub and Solo for the follow. Glad you're liking the games. Dastin trying to make it out to mid. Ed making a clear cross. 30 health. It's just enough to tie it up 1-1. Dastin looking to use that Soul Sphere health. 185. Got good coverage. He's got enough health. That's 2-1. What a rebound. And yes, that is a stone cold glass shatter. That's our custom connection noise. ABC trying to make it out to mid. Gets very fast. Style with the pickup. And he's got armor, which helps him survive all the way to the flag stand, showing the importance of the armor's 33% damage reduction. ABC, or that's Ed. Sorry. Dastin. Can't make it out. A lot of defenders on blue right now. Try to make sure they don't bleed another flag with it tied up. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go.
Oh, he's getting blocked.
Getting body blocked.
Doesn't matter that the cover's there.
Extremely lucky that that didn't cost them. We've seen a lot of just even shoulder touching another
Back
player.
to back.
With Ed, it didn't even seem to matter there. From a full body block to a back-to-back capture.
Wow.
Very big route from Ty's OnlyFans to secure a 2-flag lead. 1 more to go. Stallion. Low health. Out to mid. It's not far enough for a pickup. Chain with a back-to-back touch. ABC now. They're slowly streaming in and it doesn't seem to be paying out for them. Stallion with another touch. It's like all offense from Rip and Tear.
I feel the pressure.
Lots of pressure. Chain shot down. They're not running in tandem. It might cost them. ABC can't make it very far with that touch. Looking to make an underground run. But a defender spawned right in full view. 5 health. Is there a pickup? There is. Chain with 80, 65, 30, 0. Last second save. Dastin doesn't need to get out with the flag there. Just return it. Ed, low health up top. Quickly returned. Watching Stallion perform some frag pressure in the red base. But is it enough to buy his runners some time to get out of the base? It doesn't seem like anything's happening right now. TOF holding strong. Watching both upper and the main base. AVC trying to slip on by. Has to contend with a chain gun at mid. Dastin is out with the flag as well. Looking to secure it. Telling his team, hey, I need that flag back. I'm close. Hiding underground, hoping he doesn't get blasted. Switching over to the other carrier. ABC going underground himself. It's a very hot standoff location. Dastin looking to secure it. That's it for round 1. 5-2.
Yeah, Dastin made his frag, the other flag carrier didn't. It was easy as that.
Tabbing super quick. But we're back in. Watching Ed on the beginning of round 2. TOF looking to make an early first blood here. And it looks like it's good. That Soul Sphere health wasn't necessary, but it helped a great deal in case he got caught out of position. Good coverage at mid from the rest of his teammates. Dastin going for another touch, says I want more. Chain is now in for a rip and tear. ABC is actually... Chain is sitting, so it's Stallion, ABC, and Chain. We're going to watch Shane for a bit, see if he's running in tandem with ABC. It could be the offensive pressure they need. Combined with Stallion's turret defense style. He might be just fine in the base by himself. Shane with a touch. Can't seem to make it out, but Dastin going for an underground run. Gets a little too hot-footed there. Drops the flag in the lava. Even though that door push was excellent, like, the defender couldn't follow him down there. If he had a little bit more health, he would have been clearing away. Sphere control is tough. You get shot midair. Knocks you off trajectory. Dastin going for another try. Doesn't seem to happen. Switching over to Shane. Up in the upper section. ABC with a brief touch. No luck there. Dastin trying to make it out, but ABC's spawned back in the base. Made sure that got returned. Dastin with another touch. Says, let me by, please. Tie with a pickup. No luck there as everyone swarms past mid. Losing your momentum a little bit in Doom costs you valuable time. Dastin. Not. There's a mutual return there. Both teams' defensive postures are working pretty well. But there is a lot of pressure on Rip and Tear right now. They're already down 1 flag, and with a loss behind them, they have to do something this round. Try to push it to a 3rd round. Dastin with the flag.
It's just unreal to think a team this good could be 0-2.
It's tough. I mean, when you consider how different the maps can be, how different your matchups can be, with everybody practicing, a lot of things can happen. A lot of players are a lot better than they used to be. Dastin tries to get out, but gets caught by 100 rockets. We're going to take a look at the scoreboard for any frag discrepancies here. Stallion with 21 topping the leaderboard for Rip and Tear. Ed with 39 for TOF, and it's showing they're not able to get a flag out. Switch over to the frag leader for this round, Ed, who seems to be running mostly support. Grabs armor, goes up top. Do they have sphere timing? Misses the podium. ABC trying to get out to mid. But there's no support there. TOF doing a good job of bringing down any support players. ABC kind of warping through the defensive line. But wasn't enough health for him to make it back to mid with the flag. Shane with the flag, trying to desperately get to a pickup range. Not enough. Flag gets returned by the Red Tide flying past mid.
And I have to say, Ed 45 frags in less than 5 minutes, that's insane. Insane.
Yeah, that's impressive. Ed with the pickup, trying to get out to mid. But Stallion says, no, that's my flag. ABC says, I'm going to try to get out to mid. It doesn't happen. Lots of communication with guns.
Yes, they do a lot of talking.
Mutual return here for both teams. 5 minutes into round 2. Dastin with 40 health on the upper, grabs a couple stim packs. Looks like the defender didn't even grab a super shotgun, hits him with a pistol shot. Switching over to Shane. Looking to grab the flag, but gets blasted past it. Demo with the 300 bits. Thank you, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the first part of our doubleheader tonight. Dastin trying to make it out to mid with 10 health. Much less of a lower scoring game here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dastin gets a little boost out to mid. Catches the defender off guard coming in at warp 9. But it wasn't enough to get him out of the base. ABC with a touch of his own. Both teams playing pretty smart defensively. Sphere is up. Don't know who grabbed it.
Yeah, the change in roster definitely helped Rip in this case, I believe.
Yeah, but it helped them a lot on defense, but they need a little bit of a better offensive plan here. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the game. Time to strike is now to at least tie it up. Even a tie here will push it to game 3. Dastin, 35 health, getting chipped away. Sphere got taken. They said, no, your options are limited. He's making a very low health run, and it was enough to push the lead to 2-0.
Nice run.
For TOF. Excellent run, excellent cover from his teammates. We might be looking at another 2-0 here, as every game so far this week has been. No 3-round games so far. Stallion kind of pushing up, leaving his defensive stronghold to make a run of his own. As this flag is now mine, but there's a standoff. Dastin with 25 health up top. Flag carrier is kind of jousting up top in the blue side. Blue flag has been returned. Stallion looking to make a quick return of his own, but he gets shot down. Just moments too soon for him to make a score. ABC across mid, trying to bring it back. It's not quick enough. Chain gun at the mouth of the Rip and Tear base. Daston making a lot of touches, but just not good enough ones to get out of the base. Gets gunned down quickly. Style, in particular, targeting the flag rather than the player. Ed making it out there with 100-100. It's enough for a pickup. Mutual standoff here in the red base. It's like it's returned just in time for Daston to score 3-0. Daston with another... Oh, did he grab the Soul Sphere? If he did, it's gone. Ripped out of his hands. ABC trying to make it out to mid. Seems to get clear and away, but there's somebody lurking and they return the flag.
That's Daston.
Daston says no. We're going to shut you out. Ed trying to make it out past mid. There's a pickup. Daston. Oh my goodness. And it's just not enough. For our mobile users, we're going to pop a small little ad here so we can keep the gameplay rolling uninterrupted. We'll see you back in about 30 seconds. As that return happens right in front of our eyes. Good job, Daston.
Incredible.
TOF looking very strong. The end of their game this week. Demo stars. 300 bucks. Stop doing ads. I'm donating. I can't stop them. It's Twitch. Jane with a return out to mid. Nothing major happening yet. For those of you who are caught by the ad, welcome back. We're looking at the end of Game 2. No major captures have happened since you were away. And as we hit 0, it looks like 2F has hit a decisive 2-round victory. So the favorites in the betting line. Look at Ed putting up 91 frags in round 2. Impressive.
That's insane. Just insane.
Absolutely ridiculous. Ed showing that he is a mid powerhouse. Showing how important that support was as TOF repeatedly scored flag after flag, even though they're by the skin of their teeth. You see TOF taking a 2-round victory over Rip and Tear on week 2. For the time being, we are starting a little break because in a doubleheader, the next game happens in about 35 minutes. We'll keep the broadcast rolling, but we'll go to a little toggle on a little intermission graphic. But first, I want to actually tab over here and thank Yellowtail for following, Ty for following, Apodesma for a tier 2 sub, Dollar for a follow, Demo Stars with 600 bits, and 2G Crib for following. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the first part of our double header for the World Doom League. And my co-caster, KBlair, is going to have to bounce out for a second. Because guess what? Your game is coming up.
Sure is, and it'll be right here on twitch.tv/Xenaero. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So we'll be saying bye to Blair as he practices with the Superchargers coming up. Let me actually start looking over to the intermission screen that I had sort of prepared. And by sort of, I mean I gotta manually do it because I don't have a hotkey pool. We're still amateurs here. Little brief intermission. Return at 8:45 p.m. EST.
See you later.
Yeah. See you soon. Not later, but soon.